Amherst City Council come to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dominski.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Present.
Mr. Janik.
Here.
Mr. Goodell. Mr. Van Schuren.
Here.
Mrs. Basil. Here. Mr. Bernarski.
Here.
Mr. Bernarski.
I'd like to ask that we excuse Auditor Kukuka and Mr. Goodell from this evening's meeting, please.
Mr. Self.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to excuse Mr. Goodell and Mr. Kukuka from tonight's meeting. They have letters on file. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, they are excused. Move on to item 2 and item 3, the prayer by Chaplain Silk and remain standing for the pledge of the flag by Sergeant Amherst.
We vow with me, please. Gracious God, bless this meeting tonight. Guide all who meet here, provide your wisdom, inspire our decisions, and keep us all within your care. And now may the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our rock and our redeemer. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Move on to item 4, the consent agenda.
Minutes of the regular council meeting held April 24th, 2017. Minutes of the Finance Committee meeting held May 1st, 2017. Minutes of the Executive Committee meeting held May 1st, 2017. Minutes of the Special Council meeting held May 1st, 2017. And I would like to amend those minutes to say that Mr. Dembinski was the Sergeant at Arms.
Mr. Van Kuren.
Move to accept the consent agenda as read with the amendment.
Mr. Dembinski.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to accept the consent agenda as read with the amendment. Any objections? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Janik.
Yes.
Mr. Van Schuren.
Yes.
Mrs. Basil.
Yes.
Mr. Bernarski.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to item 5, accounts of the public pertaining to items on tonight's agenda. Anyone wishing to speak on any item that is on tonight's agenda? Mr. Miller, do you have any?
Mr. President, it's actually, I guess if you look at the pledge to the flag, that brought about some thoughts that occurred during the pledge, and that was that we had an amazing ceremony yesterday at the mural walls where Brian and Mike Secretar had painted, and they just had that lit. There was an amazing ceremony. The sponsors and donors had supported this lighting with the soldiers of history showing up and that presentation. The riders were there from the Legion. It was an amazing evening, especially for somebody like me who's just a history buff. And to have this in Amherst is something for all of us to be proud of. I did see a few youngsters there, some of the younger generation. I wish there was more, but I was happy to see that we had a good gathering and a good number of people honoring our veterans and our history here. So with that, I thank the building owners. I thank the Legion and the rest of the veterans who put this on. And I appreciate the fact that the city and its residents are so supportive of something like this in our town. It makes us unique, it makes us special, and I think that those feelings should be applied to our veterans as well. With that, I yield the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? That completes item 5. Moving on to item 6, ordinances and resolutions. First reading, item A.
An ordinance authorizing the increase in appropriations for expenses paid from contributions/donations account 100-1001-52405 and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Bernarski.
I guess we need to suspend council. I'd like to ask that we suspend council rules so we can pass this on emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Miller.
Second, please.
Motion is second on the floor to suspend council rules on item A, so may be passed on the emergency. Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Janik.
Yes.
Mr. Van Schuren.
Yes.
Mrs. Basil.
Yes.
Mr. Bernarski.
Yep.
Motion carries. Mr. Miller.
Move to adopt.
Mr. Janik.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to adopt. Roll call.
Mr. Dembinski.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Janik.
Yes.
Mr. Van Schuren.
Yes.
Mrs. Basil.
Yes.
Mr. Bernarski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
O17-18.
Item B,
An ordinance authorizing the increase in appropriations for refunds and reimbursements account 610-5003-5273.
Mr. Miller.
Move to suspend council rules so it's six.
We don't need a suspension.
We don't need a suspension on this one particular? Okay,
We pass on second reading.
so we're gonna pass on, well then we'll just take 6B to second reading. Thank you.
Mr. Bernard.
With a second.
Motion is second on the floor to take 6B on to the second reading. Any comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Item C,
An ordinance approving and accepting changes to the collective bargaining agreement with the part-time patrol of the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Van Kuren.
Move to suspend council rules so that item 6C can pass now.
Mr. Dembinski.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to suspend council rules on item C, so may be passed in the first reading. Any comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Miller?
Move to adopt, please.
Mr. Winarski?
I'll second.
Motion is second on the floor to adopt. Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Ordinance O-17-19.
Item D,
An ordinance approving and accepting changes to the collective bargaining agreement with the part-time dispatchers of the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Janik.
Motion to suspend council rules so that 6D can be passed on its first reading.
Thank you, Mr. Dembinski.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to suspend council rules on item D, so may be passed on the first reading. Any comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Miller?
Move to adopt.
Mr. Dembinski?
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to adopt. Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Ordinance O-17-20.
Item E,
An ordinance approving and accepting changes to the collective bargaining agreement with the full-time dispatcher's computer technical operator of the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Dembinski.
Motion, move to suspend council rules so that item 6E may be adopted after the first reading.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Second, please.
Motion is second on the floor to suspend council rules on item E, so may be passed on the first reading. Any comments? Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Dembinski.
Move to adopt.
Mr. Miller.
Second, please.
Motion is second on the floor to adopt. Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
O-17-21.
Item F,
An ordinance approving and accepting changes to the collective bargaining agreement with the full-time dispatchers unit of the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Dembinski.
Move to suspend council rules so item 6F may be adopted after the first reading.
Mr. Miller.
Second, please.
Motion is second on the floor to suspend council rules on item F, so may be passed on the first reading. Any comments? Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Vasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Van Kuren.
Move to adopt.
Mr. Dembinski.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to adopt. Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Paso?
Yes.
Mr. Menorski?
Yes.
Motion carries.
O 17-22.
That completes item 6. Getting a little repetitious there, weren't we? Oh, I move on to item 7. Item A.
An ordinance approving and rezoning the reserve at Beaver Creek as a planned development district.
Mr. Van Kuren.
Move to send 7A onto the third reading. We don't need we don't need to pass this now, onto the third reading.
Mr. Miller.
Second, please, to pass to the third reading.
Motion is second on the floor to send 7A on to the third reading. Any comments? Roll call vote.
Mr. Dembinski?
No.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Kuren?
Yes.
Mrs. Paso?
Yes.
Mr. Menorski?
No.
Motion carries 4-2. Completes item 7. Move on to item 8. Ordinances and resolution. Third reading. We have none. Item 9. Miscellaneous and knowledge from the public. Anyone here wishing to speak on any item? Mr. Van Kuren.
So my daughter's third grade class got to come here to City Hall today for a field trip. I had the privilege of being here as a chaperone, and I wanted to commend the mayor for the great job he did showing the kids around City Hall, very patiently talking with them and answering their questions here for about an hour. He showed a lot of great patience, and he represented the city really well. The kids had a terrific time, and I think they were really impressed with the mayor and with everyone here. In fact, he talked a lot about city council, answered questions about the job that we do, and the kids really loved it. So thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, I enjoy those trips.
That's all.
Anyone else? Move on to item 10. Agenda requests and committee meeting schedules.
I have one, Mr. President. I have A-17-27. It's going to go to executive committee. And the subject is employment of retirees. It's a resolution requiring retirees to subscribe to their retirement programs, health, medical, dental benefits, prohibiting them from subscribing to city benefits. And that is complete.
Thank you. Finance, Ms. Paso.
Cancel, Mr. President.
Thank you. Building and Lands, Mr. Janik.
No items, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Streets, Mr. Davidsky.
No items at this time, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Community Development, Mr. Goodell. He's not here. Mr. Davidsky.
No items at this time, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Executive, Mr. Van Kuren.
I have one, A-1727, resolution requiring retirees to subscribe to their retirement programs, health, medical, dental benefits, prohibiting them from subscribing to city benefits. Let's say next, who has a recommendation? Today's 15th on, I don't know, 7 o'clock?
Yes, thank you.
Sound good? Is it a date?
Ordinance, Mr. Miller.
No items, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Utilities, Mr. Janik.
No items, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Recycle, Mr. Miller.
Keep recycling, please cancel.
Thank you. Technology, Mr. Dembinski.
No items at this time, Mr. President, please cancel.
Police and Fire, Mr. Menorski.
Nothing this time, Mr. President.
Annexation, Mr. Miller.
Nothing to be annexed, please cancel.
Completes item 10. Item 11, reports administration.
Thank you. Mr. Ramsey?
Our April reports have been distributed, and I also wanted to take a moment to ask the public's patience with regard to us processing the local income tax returns. Just so everybody knows how we do it, how the two ladies that work at the office do it with the help of the two ladies that work in Mr. Kukuka's office do it. I don't process those returns, they do all the work, but they do it by hand, individually, and they do it in order of receipt. So I know that some people have expressed some concern about checks not being cashed yet. We will cash all of those checks. We sort of process returns in a first come, first serve. So if you're one of the folks that paid your bill on the 15th or the 18th, you're going to be one of the last people to get yours processed. So it may take a little bit of time for that to happen. I just wanted to let everybody know that we're in the process of doing all of those, and the ladies are very, very busy. Trust me, they are getting to your return as soon as possible. end of my report.
Thank you. Mr. Pecora?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Jeffries?
Pride Day is May 20th, so anybody that would like to take part in that, we suggest you contact Mrs. Gillis at Main Street, Amherst. Thank you, report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thanks for passing all those police contracts on emergency. The police are definitely going to appreciate their pay raises in their next pay period. So thank you for taking care of those on such a timely basis. And I have no other items, so no report.
Thank you. Mr. Miller.
Move to accept reports as from administration.
Mr. Winarski.
Second?
Motion is second on the floor to accept the reports of administration. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Item 12, accept the reports of the auditor and the treasurer. Mr. Miller.
Move to accept reports from auditor and treasurer.
Mr. Winarski.
Second?
Motion is second on the floor to accept the reports of the auditor and the treasurer. I'm going to do a roll call vote. I'm doing this because I think it's a good thing for the state auditor to show that everybody has acknowledged that they got those. So I think it's just better on our end to do that.
Sure.
So, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dembinski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Pasil?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
That completes item 12. Item 13, Mr. Miller.
Move to adjourn, please.
Mr. Winarski.
Second?
Motion is second on the floor to adjourn. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We are adjourned at 7:18.
That's good.
That's good. Hi, how are you?
Good to see you too.